back like here, but went down the side. That liquid went right down the side here, and in what is referred to as the piriform fossa or the piriform recess. So on either side of the laryngeal inlet, there are two deep grooves, and these are called the piriform fossa or piriform recess. And the fluid now is going to go down there, just like a river, and then now go into the laryngopharynx and then into the esophagus. Okay? So let's look at this slide. This is the slide that we had at the beginning. So we may see now another tube. So this is the interior of the larynx. Alright? That's the interior of the larynx. And I can see now what type of epithelium. This is horribly stained epithelium here. This is really poor. Deeply stained. This is far, far too deeply stained. Alright, so we will never set this in an exam. But what type of epithelium is it anyway? Madness. What type of epithelium? You people talking about madness this evening, man. You know, right? Far too much madness. So do you know this is an interesting slide? This is right at the level of the vocal cord. This is at the level of the true vocal cord. Because what type of epithelium are we seeing there? Stratified squamous. Okay? Non-keratinized, stratified squamous. This is right at the level of the, so this is maybe right through what's called the rima glottidis. So when we look down into the larynx, we have what's called the rima vestibuli, and then below that the rima glottidis. The rima vestibuli, rima means what? A slit. So the rima vestibuli is the slit between the false vocal cords, and you must come and look at this specimen after, and just hold the larynx like that and view down inside. The first interval is the rima vestibuli, the next one below is the rima glottidis. Okay? So this is a slide through the rima glottidis. And what we see, a mass of what type of muscle? Skeletal muscle. Alright? There is a massive amount of skeletal muscle right here. Lots of skeletal muscle. Okay, beautiful. Lots of skeletal muscle. Don't see any glandular tissue here because we're going to have to go a little higher. Now let's go back to the lower power and look at it again. Alright, so this is the cavity, the lumen of the larynx right here. And this is it. There you see a couple glands right here. See a couple glands right up here. But all of this going right around is lined by stratified squamous epithelium. Okay? Now, just to look at this contour of this particular cartilage right here, this particular cartilage right here would seem to be the arytenoid cartilage. Very good. That's the arytenoid cartilage. Looks like a pyramid. In cross-section is pyramidal in shape, having a, wow, very good, a muscular process and a vocal process. Hot. So that's the vocal process at this end right here. That's going to be attached to the vocal cord, that vocal ligament right here. Very good. So this is the vocal process, and right coming out here, that's the, you see, Roy? That's the muscular process right there. So it's like this, look. It's like a, sits on top like a pyramid and has two processes at right angles to each other. There is the vocal process, laterally is the muscular process. And that's how it moves, like that. So to open the adductus laryngus, to open the epiglottis, the rima glottidis, the muscles will pull on the muscular process and rotate it laterally. So you can get medial and lateral rotation of the arytenoid. So this coming out here is the muscular process. It can undergo three other movements which you'll do in the tutorial tomorrow, which is either lateral and medial rotation, a rocking chair movement. It can rock like on back here, it can rock back here, it can laterally and medially rotate, and it can also slide and glide medially or laterally. Okay, so when the two processes come together, that's a medial gliding or sliding that will therefore cause an adduction of the vocal cords. If it now rotates out, you will get an abduction. So there are three types of movements of the arytenoids. a lateral or medial gliding or sliding up and down the back of the cricoid cartilage, or a rotatory movement like that, rotating, or a rocking chair movement. It can rock back and forth. So this is a beautiful slide showing a lot of the gross anatomy. That's why I bring it out to you. And there we can see, look at that, that's where the muscles are inserting into the muscular process of the arytenoid. Okay? And last, we'll tell you that this is the most important muscle in the human body. What's the most important muscle in the human body? So you have to drink the coffee first before we get the hands up. John, you have to make sure the coffee goes down. Had bad examples of drinking coffee in a tutorial, and the student